Hello! What's up guys, MikeyBall56 here with another video. So today I'm going to be showing you how to rig two types of soft plastic fishing baits. So this one, it's a tube. So I'll show you a better view of it. So this is a tube. It's usually just a piece of plastic with a little like skirt on it almost. It's pretty much supposed to look like it looks like a squid pretty much. So that's one type, and then the other is going to be a swim bait. So this is a swim bait. It's a very common type of lure. It's meant to imitate things like minnows, bluegill, small fish. Now, the brand doesn't really matter in this. This is meant to imitate things like crawfish and then dying bait fish. So, the first, what you're going to need is you're going to need your baits. So, anything will work. So, I have these two I'll be showing you how to rig. So, the first one we're going to be rigging is the minnow imitator. Now, you can have two types of jigs. You can have this one, which looks more like a fish head, or this one, which is more of just like a weight on a hook pretty much, that's painted to look like a fish. Either one works, but for this one, I'm going to go with the one that looks more like a fish head, but you can use any type of jig for this. So, to do this, what you're going to do is you're going to thread the top of it. Now, for mine, the darker color is going to be on the top. You can see if you look at it, the top's more flat and the bottom's more rounded. That's to imitate a fish even more. So what you're going to want to do is, this part is going to want to go up like this. So what you're going to do is you're going to turn the jig upside down like this, start hooking it until it's about halfway through the bait, or till it starts poking out when you hook it. So then it's going to look like this, and that's not going to look good, obviously, and it's not going to look too realistic. So you're going to push it the rest of the way on the jig, like this. And then that is how you rig this. Just like that. And that looks a lot like a fish. Now, with this type of bait, you can fish it multiple ways. You can just reel it. You can jig it up and down like this and reel. Or, what you can do is if you reel slow enough, it will just drag along the bottom. You can even see the tail moving just when I move it up and down like that. You can move it just along the bottom slow enough to where the tail moves, and the soft plastic part actually floats, so it will be like this, and the jig is weighted. The weight of the jig doesn't really matter. It's just going to be your perspective. I like to go with, I want half-ounce jigs for 2 to 3 inch baits for saltwater and bass. Now, if you're going for bluegill, you're going to want lighter jigs, because the lighter the jig, most of the time, the smaller the hook. So, the second type is going to be the tube. Now, for the tube, I'm going to be using this jig. Now, for the tubes, it's not exactly the same. You can do it the same way, or you can do it a different way. Another way you can do it is flip the jig upside down, or the tube upside down like this, and there'll actually be the hollow inside. Now what you do is you put the jig in the tube like this. Now it's pretty hard for the first time doing it, but what you do is it goes through and then just the eyelid sticks out. Now that's not the way I'm going to do it. The way I'm going to do it is just like the other one, just until the hook flattens out, just like that. Now I'm actually glad that I messed this up, but you see how the jig, if you hold it up and down, the bait sticks out towards the back. You don't want that. You want it to be equal. So I'm going to have to thread this bait more, just a little more, not a lot, but a little bit more, so then it's all even like that. Now, it's not going to be perfect, that's how you want this, and you want, so that's how the tube's gonna look. And then this is how, so that's them side by side. You can fish these pretty much the same, but this one you just jig up and down like this. This one you can fish pretty much any way, like a Senko or a regular lure or pretty much anything. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, share. Have a nice night.